The first week of March 2026 brought a severe weather outbreak that devastated America's heartland. What began as a series of ominous forecasts quickly turned into a nightmare for millions of residents across the Midwest. Communities that had weathered countless storms before now faced a disaster of unprecedented scale, as the skies darkened and the winds began to howl. What started as unsettled weather quickly escalated into a multi-day crisis, stretching from the Great Lakes to Texas. The storm system moved relentlessly, its path marked by swirling clouds and a growing sense of dread. Meteorologists tracked the system's every move, warning that conditions were ripe for a major outbreak. A powerful storm system unleashed dozens of supercell thunderstorms, spawning violent tornadoes and leaving communities forever changed. Entire neighborhoods were reduced to splinters in a matter of minutes, as tornadoes carved destructive paths through towns both large and small. Survivors described the roar of the wind and the sudden terrifying darkness as the storms struck. Meteorologists watched in dread as warm Gulf air clashed with cold northern air, creating the perfect conditions for disaster. In control rooms across the region, experts pored over data, issuing urgent warnings and hoping communities would have enough time to seek shelter. The science was clear, but the scale of the threat was daunting even for seasoned professionals. The outbreak peaked on March 6th, with long-track tornadoes tearing through Michigan and Oklahoma, grinding homes and lives into rubble. Emergency responders raced to the hardest-hit areas, navigating debris-strewn roads and searching for survivors amid the chaos. The destruction was widespread, with entire blocks flattened and communities left reeling. Sirens and lightning punctuated the night as families scrambled for shelter. In the darkness, the only sounds were the wail of warning sirens, the crash of thunder, and the desperate footsteps of people seeking safety. For many, the fear and uncertainty of those hours will never be forgotten. Now, as the system moves east, the immediate threat has lessened, but the scale of destruction is only beginning to be understood. At sunrise, emergency crews and residents surveyed the damage, coming to terms with the enormity of what had happened. The landscape, once familiar, was now unrecognizable. The loss is immense, and the road to recovery will be long. Families sift through the wreckage of their homes, salvaging what little remains. Volunteers and neighbors come together, offering food, shelter, and hope to those who have lost everything. The spirit of the Heartland endures, even in the face of overwhelming adversity. This event is a stark reminder of nature's power and our vulnerability. As the Heartland begins to rebuild, the memories of this outbreak will linger, a testament to both the fury of the storm and the resilience of the people who call this land home. This outbreak brought more than tornadoes. It was a barrage of threats. Tornadoes with winds over 200 mph tore apart homes and lives, some reaching the highest levels on the enhanced Fujita scale. Straight-line winds, topping 80 mph, snapped trees, toppled power lines, and caused widespread outages. Massive hailstones, some baseball-sized shattered windows and battered buildings. These dangers combined to create a relentless multi-day crisis. Communities faced repeated rounds of severe weather, exhausting residents and first responders. The storm system's size and energy meant few were spared. It was a test of endurance for everyone in its path. Michigan and Oklahoma suffered the worst of the outbreak. In Union City, Michigan, a tornado left homes and landmarks in ruins, transforming the town overnight. First responders described the aftermath as a war zone, familiar places erased. In Oklahoma, seasoned residents were shocked by the ferocity and speed of the storms. Multiple tornadoes tracked for miles, striking rural and populated areas with little warning. Darkness made escape even more perilous. Now, neighborhoods lie in ruins. Families have lost everything, and the daunting task of rebuilding begins. The shock is giving way to the reality of mourning, recovery, and resilience. These communities face a long road ahead. Behind the statistics are stories of heartbreak and survival, real people whose lives have been forever changed by the storm's fury. Each face in the crowd carries a unique story, a memory of what was lost and what was miraculously saved. The tornado didn't just destroy buildings, it tore through the fabric of families and communities, leaving behind scars that may never fully heal. At least 8 lives were lost, each one a family shattered, a future stolen. For those left behind, grief is a constant companion, and the pain of absence echoes through empty rooms and silent dinner tables. Memorials and vigils spring up as communities gather to honor those who are gone, holding on to memories and supporting one another through unimaginable loss. Survivors recount huddling in basements as their homes were torn apart, emerging to a world unrecognizable. The shock of seeing familiar streets reduced to rubble is overwhelming, and the sense of displacement lingers long after the winds have died down. Many are left with nothing but the clothes on their backs and the hope that somehow they can rebuild. Hospitals are treating injuries from flying debris, but the emotional scars will last far longer. Medical teams work tirelessly to mend broken bones and tend to wounds, but healing the invisible trauma is a much harder task. Survivors often struggle with anxiety, nightmares, and the haunting memories of the storm. Children may forever fear thunder. Trauma lingers in every survivor. For the youngest, the storm has rewritten what it means to feel safe. Parents do their best to comfort them, but the fear of another disaster is never far away, shaping their lives in ways that may not be visible but are deeply felt. Amid the chaos, acts of heroism shine, neighbors rescuing each other, parents shielding children, families surviving by seconds. Ordinary people become heroes, risking their own safety to save others. These moments of bravery and selflessness are a testament to the human spirit's resilience in the face of disaster. These stories remind us of the strength and resilience within communities. In the aftermath, people come together to clear debris, share resources, and offer comfort. The bonds formed in tragedy become the foundation for recovery, showing that hope can grow even in the darkest times. The importance of heeding warnings and having a plan is clear. Families who practiced safety drills and paid attention to alerts were able to act quickly, saving lives. Preparedness is not just a precaution, it's a lifeline when seconds count. Even in darkness, the human spirit endures. Communities gather to mourn, to remember, and to find strength in unity. The determination to rebuild and move forward is visible in every face, every gesture of support. These moments of courage offer hope for recovery. As survivors and volunteers work side by side, they prove that even after the worst storms, hope and humanity can prevail. This was not a local event. It was a sprawling crisis stretching 1,500 miles from Canada to Texas. Over 90 million people were in the path, nearly 1 in 4 Americans. Schools closed, events canceled, and anxiety gripped entire regions. Governors declared states of emergency, unlocking resources and mobilizing the National Guard. Emergency operations centers coordinated responses across multiple states. First responders and volunteers stood ready, bracing for the worst. The scale of coordination required was immense, involving every level of government. It was a national test of preparedness and response. Timely warnings are our best defense against severe weather. Meteorologists saw the threat days in advance, issuing urgent outlooks and real-time alerts. Advanced radar and multi-layered warning systems, TV, smartphones, sirens, helped reach millions. Still, challenges remain. Rural gaps in siren coverage, nighttime storms catching people off guard. Weather radios and smartphone alerts are critical tools for safety. Even with perfect warnings, not everyone can reach shelter in time. As the storm system moves east, a lower but persistent threat remains. Forecasters continue to monitor for damaging winds and hail. Staying weather-aware is essential until the danger fully passes. Warnings save lives, but preparedness is key. In daylight, the devastation is overwhelming. Rescue teams search for survivors amid tangled debris, racing against time. National Weather Service teams assess damage, piecing together each tornado's path and strength. For residents, returning home means sifting through rubble for anything salvageable: a photo, a keepsake, a memory. The loss is not just homes, but critical infrastructure: power lines down, cell towers damaged, roads blocked. Restoring electricity and communication is a monumental task, often taking days or weeks. The challenges are immediate and daunting: where to sleep, how to start over. The process of recovery is just beginning. Communities face uncertainty, but determination is strong. Amid destruction, the Heartland spirit shines. Before official aid arrives, neighbors help neighbors, clearing debris, sharing food, offering comfort. Churches, schools, and community centers become shelters and donation hubs. Volunteers provide meals and support, often before outside help arrives. These acts of kindness are a lifeline, reminding survivors they're not alone. Community support lays the foundation for rebuilding. As outside aid arrives, local determination remains at the core of recovery. The path is long, but unity and compassion drive progress. Together, these communities will rebuild. Every storm is a lesson for scientists and communities alike. Each severe weather event, no matter how devastating, offers a unique opportunity to learn and adapt. As storms approach, both experts and everyday people are reminded of the power of nature and the importance of preparation. Data from this outbreak will help refine forecasts and improve warning systems. Meteorologists and emergency managers work tirelessly, analyzing every detail to better predict future storms. Their efforts mean that, over time, communities can receive more accurate and timely alerts, giving people precious minutes to seek shelter. Researchers study radar, satellite, and damage surveys to understand what made this event so violent. By piecing together information from multiple sources, they uncover patterns and clues that can help anticipate similar outbreaks in the future. This scientific detective work is crucial for advancing our understanding of severe weather. Advances in technology aim to provide earlier, more precise warnings, potentially saving more lives. From cutting-edge radar systems to instant alerts on our phones, these innovations are transforming how we respond to danger. The goal is to ensure that no one is caught off guard when seconds matter most. Personal preparedness is vital. Knowing your safe place, having an emergency kit, and talking to your family about severe weather plans. Practicing drills at home and school, reviewing safety steps, and making sure everyone knows what to do can make all the difference when a warning is issued. Preparedness empowers individuals and families to act quickly and confidently. This tragedy will spur many to take these steps, building resilience for the future. Communities often come together after disaster, sharing resources and knowledge to help everyone stay safer next time. Education and outreach programs play a vital role in spreading awareness and encouraging proactive planning. We can't stop tornadoes, but we can improve how we respond and protect ourselves. Practicing sheltering, reinforcing homes, and staying informed are all ways to reduce risk. Each action, no matter how small, contributes to a culture of safety and readiness. Stronger building codes, better education, and robust warning systems are key. By investing in safer structures, teaching the next generation about weather safety, and ensuring alerts reach everyone, we lay the groundwork for a more resilient society. The memory of this outbreak will drive continued efforts for safety. Honoring those affected inspires ongoing commitment to improvement, reminding us that every life saved is a victory. Together, we work toward a safer, more prepared future, one where science, technology, and community spirit unite to protect us all.